yogis, welcome. So this is the last piece of homework for our living yoga method. This last section is called the long holds, Mahakalya Kriya in Sanskrit. And what it does, now you've followed the other Kriyas, so we've done moon flow, sun salutation, warriors, balancing, the hamsa kriya and the long hold. So the body's warm, it's willing, and the spine is ready to open and develop. We're going to do a number of postures which take our spine forward, take our spine back, we twist it side to side, and then we turn it upside down, and that completes your living yoga practice. So I'm going to start you off in Dandasana. So we come into staff pose. So sit on your bottom, have your legs out nice and long, put your heels together and push through the balls of your feet. Sometimes they say it's like making your toes smile. So you're not pushing through the toes, you're not pushing through the heels, you're pushing through the balls of the feet. And what this does is it stops the energy shooting out, stops the energy being blocked and brings it back into the body in a nice circular motion. So move your bottom away from your seated bones, interlace your fingers, draw your belly in, lift up and take a breath in. And then when you're ready, we're going to fold our spine forward. But to be able to do this, you'll probably need to bend your knees. So reach forward. This is about the spine, not the legs. And bend your knees as much as you need to grab hold of those big toes with your index finger and your middle finger. Now you might find that you are up here like this. You might find that you're quite wide like this. Whatever you can do to get hold of those big toes. You might find, just depends on flexibility in the hamstrings and the quads mainly, or the lower back. But whatever you can do, grab hold of those big toes, lift those knees, and on the inhale now, open the chest and bring those shoulders away from the ears. Draw the belly in, and you'll grow your spine on the exhale as you bring your chest towards the tops of those big toes. Now we start to pulse it, so bring the breath in, lift. And then on the Ujjayi exhale, you fold. So remember, constrict the back of your throat. We'll take about 4 or 5 breaths here. So inhale to lift. Draw the belly in, grow the spine. And exhale to lengthen that spine. Get all the kinks out of it, all the pressure as you draw the chest towards your big toes. We're going to do one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Now to counter this posture, this lovely, gorgeous fold where we're folding the upper body over the lower body, you're going to release your big toes, interlace your fingers, palms up to the ceiling, big breath in. We're going to kind of come into what's called tabletop. So bring your hands down next to your hips. Bring your feet flat onto the floor, about hip distance apart. And with an inhale now, lift your hips so that you're in a square position. Your belly is as flat as you can make it. Ground down through your index finger and your thumb. Spread your toes. Take a breath in. And on an exhale now, open your throat and allow the head to just relax back. So the whole front body is open now. So on the inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders behind us, ground through the feet, push up. And on the exhale, you're going to bring your bottom onto the floor. And we're going to transition towards our cobra. We're going to do this by crossing our feet. You don't have to cross your feet and do this. You can swing your legs round, but give it a try to start off with. So cross your feet, take a little roll, and just put your hands down and poke your bottom out. Now, if you're not comfortable with rolling over your feet yet, then just swing your legs round. But if you're comfortable like that, just giving a little roll, massaging the feet, then you can step back into downward facing dog. So toes down, spread the hands, draw the belly high, take a little walk, move into the body. And on an inhale, we're going to come into our dog tilt. So bring your knees down onto the floor, lift, tilt the pelvis up, open the chest. And then draw back into your child's pose. So big toes together, knees nice and wide. Rock your bottom towards your heels and bring your forehead on the mat. Take a full round here. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Take a pause. And then when you're ready, just walk your fingers forward as far as they can go. We're going to slither into a cobra. So when you're ready, a little pull on the mat. And slither your chest forward, your elbows wide, and bring your hips to the floor as you come up. Now, depending on where your back's at, it's already warm because we've already done the other Kriyas if you're doing a full load of living yoga. Then you might want to come down low, have your shoulders underneath your hands underneath your shoulders, your elbows back a little bit. You might want to stay low, or you might be able to push yourself up a little bit higher, but take it easy, see how your back feels. You want to squeeze your bottom, so you can feel your bottom, and push through your big toes, put a charge through those big toes. So support your lower back by squeezing the bottom, pushing through your big toes. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift up through the crown. We're going to pulse it here, so we're going to take a few movements. So on the exhale, drop your chin, soften the body. And on the inhale, ground down through the hands, shoulder blades back, squeeze and lift. So you're looking forward, you're lifting through the crown. You're not lifting your head back, you're lifting through the crown of the head. And then on the exhale, soften. On the inhale, push, charge through the big toe, squeeze your bottom, draw your pelvic floor in and up, lift. And on the exhale, soften. We'll do one more, so ground through the hands, bring it to Purna perfection, lift. And on the exhale now we're going to come into our cat posture. So you're going to lift the hips, tuck the tailbone, push the belly towards the spine, take that cobra off the back, and then inhale into dog tilt. So lift the hips now. Open the heart, big breath in, and then big toes together as you sit back into your child's pose. So bottom on the heels, lengthen the tailbone away, rock, take a pause, one breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, just rest. Cobra is a really powerful posture, so take a pause before, take a pause after, let it absorb. And then we're going to come into spinal twist. So lift your forehead. Bring your left knee to your left wrist, just like we did in Swan in the last Kriya. But this time we're going to sit down on that left bottom cheek and you're going to swing your right leg round. Now I'm going to move so that you can see me a little bit better in angle. So we've got our left leg bent and our right leg over. Now if this is really uncomfortable in your hips and in your knees, straighten that left leg and just have the right leg over. So you'll be doing the same twist in the spine, but you're just giving your belly and your lower back a little bit more space. Okay, so try it this way or with both legs crossed. Now make sure both your seated bones are on the floor. The front foot is as flat as you can make it, and then bring your right fingertips behind, lift up into the left. So draw in your pelvic floor and your belly. Lift up, take a breath in, and then exhale, tuck that front knee in the crease of your elbow. So it's like a little lever. So you're releasing off a lot of the glutes here as well as twisting the spine. Take a breath in, lift. And then when you exhale, draw your right shoulder blade round. I'm going to move so you can see me from this side. So the lift comes right from the pelvic floor. Draw the belly in, open the heart, lift through the crown. And then take that right shoulder blade round. We'll do two more. So the inhale lifts. And the exhale squeezes that shoulder blade round, really wrings out the spine. You're on your fingertips at the back here, so you're not dumping into that hand. You're on your fingertips, so the squeeze is coming from the spine. One more squeeze. And then inhale back to centre. So when we come back to centre, we're going to switch. So you're going to switch your legs over. So now you've got the right leg underneath and your left leg over the top. Sorry, my dog has come to join us. So let him in. Come on, sit down, up here. Sit down, Teddy, sit down. So now we've got our right knee underneath and our left leg over the top. Sit down, relax, come on. Good boy. And we're going to twist around the other side. So we've got our... You always confuse me now with my left and right. Oh, Ted's, you're going to have to sit over there because they can't see. So now you've got your left fingertips at the back. Reach up into the right, open your heart. And then exhale, bring that right knee in between the crease and the arm. Now draw the belly in and up, lift. And exhale, take that left shoulder blade round. You'll notice that on the first exhale, you'll get so far, that will be enough. And then you'll inhale, you'll lift, you'll grow. And your body will offer you a little bit more space, so take it, squeeze round. That will be enough, one more lift. And exhale, take that left shoulder blade round. So each exhale will relax the body and give you more space in that middle back. Now where your eyes go, your spine goes. So on the final pulse, lift. And then exhale, squeeze that shoulder blade round and just gently look behind you as far as your body will allow. Don't force it, just go with the exhale. The exhale will let you in. Now on the inhale, bring yourself to the front of the mat. So you'll notice now with seated forward fold, the spine went forward. With cobra, the spine went back. With seated spinal twist, we've wrung it out, and now we're going to turn it upside down. So you have options here, quite a few options. Move over there, Teds. I'm going to show you the options that we have to turn our spine upside down. So if you're not comfortable with turning your spine upside down, then you can roll back at this point and give your knees a hug and just take a few breaths, take some time out. Okay, if you want to give it a shot, okay, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit, relax, sit. Then you can roll back. You can put a bolster underneath your bottom and you can lift your legs up high. So you've got your spine elevated at this point. Push through the balls of the feet. You have your hands down, palms facing up, open the chest. And this is a good option as well. The main one we do in living yoga is when we roll back into a half shoulder stand. So it's worth giving it a try. And how we do that is we sit cross-legged, you take a breath in, and on the exhale, we roll back into what's called a ball pose. So we exhale, roll back, bring the knees in, put your hands behind your back, and shuffle your shoulder blades underneath. It's all in the momentum, and you come into a ball pose. Now, if you find that the first time tricky, we'll do it again. So cross your legs, take a breath in, and on the exhale, get some momentum, get some weight in your bottom. So exhale, take it back, roll the knees in, use the elbows to shuffle underneath, hands on the back. Come into your ball pose and settle, take a breath. And then when you're ready, take a breath in. Lengthen your spine, nice and long, 45-degree angle. Move your hands on your hips so that your hips are like sat on a shelf. Hollow the belly and then push your balls up. Push the balls of your feet, up to the ceiling and come into a V shape almost on its side. Now this is one of the poses in yoga with the most benefit. It completely detoxifies the body, gives it a fresh start. You're strengthening your wrists, your thighs, your buttocks, your belly, absolutely everything. Fresh blood flow to the brain, deep cleanse. Focus on your breath. We spend about 6 breaths here, which is roughly about a minute. But if you're new to it, which you are, I know you're beginners, then take a breath in. And to come out, bend your knees back into ball pose. So support your back, cross your ankles, and with an inhale, take a roll up. Refresh your brain, refresh your heart, lovely breath in, and then elbows onto the floor. We're going to come back into fish. So bring your thumbs into your sacrum, easy fish, knees and hips nice and wide. Draw the shoulder blades back, lift in, open the heart. And then exhale, open your throat and allow the crown to dip back towards the floor. So you're in easy fish now. Every inhale now, express that chest to the ceiling. So really push your spine through your heart. And then exhale, soften off. We'll do one more. Lovely, let go as you open the chest, expand the ribs and soften. And with an inhale, we'll come to what's called Yoga Mudra. So we're going to seal in our practice. So bring yourself up to seated on an inhale. Bring yourself onto your knees on an exhale. Sit yourself onto your feet. Interlace the fingers behind you, take a breath in. And on an exhale, roll your belly down your thighs and bring your crown onto the mat, arms over. Now your arms might not be where mine are. Your arms might be here or down here because of the tightness in your upper shoulders. So don't worry where your arms are. Just bring them to where it's comfortable. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And every breath in, take it into your spine, expand that spine. And every breath out, draw your pelvic floor in and up. That will stop the energy from escaping. So inhale, expand your spine. Breathe into your back body, and when you breathe out, draw your pelvic floor in and up. One more breath. And with an inhale now, release your hands, take them down by the knees all the way up into prayer. Big breath in, exhale, hands to heart, close your practice. Take a round of breath. And at this stage in the practice, I would take you down for a deep relaxation. We do a guided meditation. We're going to stop here. That's the end of your practice. So well done. Next week, we're going to put it all together with a wood block. So I look forward to seeing you on Monday at 6 o'clock.